I am a 30-year-old married woman, and I'd like to share the challenges I've faced within my family since childhood. My background is complicated and has shaped much of who I am today. Growing up, I always felt like the troublemaker of the family, while my older sister, Catherine, was the golden child. With her blonde hair and blue eyes, she resembled our mother. Meanwhile, I inherited brown eyes and hair from my paternal great-grandmother, making me the odd one out in a family of blondes. Despite growing up in a family of 4, my childhood was lonely. Instead of easing my isolation, my parents often worsened it, joking about doing a DNA test to confirm I was their child. Although they laughed it off, their favoritism toward Catherine was evident. She was treated as perfect, while I was made to feel like an unnecessary burden. Their constant praise for Catherine's beauty and popularity only deepened my feelings of inadequacy. By high school, I had accepted that my parents' affection would never extend to me. This realization fueled my determination to attend college and gain independence. I believed that leaving home would free me from their control, but financial constraints forced me to commute, keeping me under their suffocating roof. My mother's constant nagging and the reminders of their sacrifices for me only heightened my frustration. Eventually, I secured a good job and moved out, but the emotional baggage lingered. 3 years ago, I married Jason, hoping to build a new life. However, I soon discovered that Jason and his family highly valued familial bonds, a stark contrast to my own perspective. Under pressure, I began sending monthly financial support to my parents, even though they had never shown genuine care for me. Meanwhile, Catherine, who had married a wealthy man, continued to lead a charmed life. Her perfect facade shattered when her husband divorced her after discovering her affair. Left with nothing due to the divorce settlement, Catherine turned to our parents for support, and they, in turn, pressured me to contribute. My mother even invited me to join Catherine on a healing vacation to help her recover from the divorce. I refused, baffled by Catherine's audacity to expect others to fix her mistakes. Jason, however, had a different view. He seemed to have a soft spot for Catherine, often showing her sympathy during family visits. His dismissive attitude toward my discomfort led to frequent arguments. One day, I discovered that Catherine had gone on her vacation. Suspecting Jason's involvement, I overheard him discussing financial matters with my mother. To my shock, he had been secretly supporting Catherine without consulting me. Feeling betrayed, I confronted Jason. His excuse, that my mother had insisted and that family helps family, only deepened my hurt. Over time, his guarded behavior and frequent phone calls to Catherine raised my suspicions further. The intimacy of their interactions felt unnatural, fueling my unease. Determined to uncover the truth, I sought legal advice and began documenting everything. The breaking point came when Catherine's ex-husband contacted me. He revealed evidence of an affair between Jason and Catherine, including financial transactions meant to keep her silent. My parents had known all along but had chosen to cover it up. The betrayal from my husband, sister, and parents was overwhelming. I decided to cut financial ties with my parents and filed for divorce. Despite the challenges, I've begun to rebuild my life. Therapy has helped me establish boundaries and prioritize my well-being. While Jason's regret is apparent, I've chosen to focus on my healing. The journey has been long and painful, but I am finally rediscovering what brings me happiness. Looking back, I realize that the seeds of my resilience were planted in my childhood. Despite feeling sidelined, I cultivated a determination to carve out my own path. My academic and professional successes were my way of proving my worth. Not to my family, but to myself. Yet the shadow of their indifference lingered, making it difficult to fully celebrate these victories. After filing for divorce, I confronted my parents about their years of favoritism. My mother dismissed my concerns, insisting that they had treated Catherine better because she needed it more. This rationalization stung, as it implied that my own needs had been irrelevant. It became clear that I had to let go of any hope for acknowledgement or apology from them. Catherine's response to my divorce was predictably self-centered. She accused me of overreacting and suggested that I was jealous of her charmed life. Her lack of accountability and her refusal to see how her actions had hurt me reaffirmed my decision to distance myself from her. Jason's departure from our home was bittersweet. While I felt relief at not having to see his face every day, I also mourned the loss of the life I had envisioned with him. In our early days together, he had been kind and supportive, offering a glimpse of the partnership I had always wanted. But his betrayal showed me that our relationship had been built on a shaky foundation. As I navigated the legal and emotional complexities of divorce, I leaned on a small but steadfast group of friends. Their support reminded me that family is not defined by blood, but by the people who truly care for you. They encouraged me to pursue activities that brought me joy, helping me rediscover hobbies I had abandoned long ago. Painting, hiking, and writing became my outlets for processing my emotions. Therapy played a pivotal role in my recovery. My therapist helped me unpack the years of emotional neglect and betrayal, guiding me toward a healthier understanding of my self-worth. Through our sessions, I learned to identify toxic patterns and set boundaries to protect myself from further harm. These tools have been invaluable as I rebuild my life. One of the most challenging aspects of this journey has been redefining my relationship with my parents. While I've stopped providing financial support, I occasionally wrestle with feelings of guilt. Society often emphasizes the importance of filial duty, and breaking away from that narrative has been difficult. But I remind myself that caring for myself is not selfish. It is necessary. Catherine's continued attempts to involve herself in my life have been met with firm resistance. She has tried to mend our relationship, but her apologies lack sincerity. I've made it clear that I need space, and that rebuilding trust will take time, if it happens at all. For now, I've chosen to focus on healing and surrounding myself with people who uplift me. Jason's attempts to reconcile have been equally unconvincing. He has expressed regret, but his actions speak louder than his words. The secrecy and deceit he exhibited during our marriage cannot be undone with apologies. I've made it clear that our relationship is over and that I am committed to moving forward without him. Reflecting on these experiences, I've come to appreciate the strength I've developed. Adversity has taught me resilience, and betrayal has taught me the importance of trusting my instincts. While the pain of the past cannot be erased, it has shaped me into a more self-aware and independent person. As I look to the future, I am filled with a sense of possibility. I am exploring new opportunities, both personally and professionally. My experiences have shown me that I am capable of overcoming even the most challenging circumstances. Though the road ahead may not be easy, I am confident in my ability to navigate it with grace and determination. Ultimately, my story is one of survival and growth. Despite the pain inflicted by those closest to me, I have emerged stronger and more self-assured. I hope that sharing my journey will inspire others facing similar struggles to prioritize their well-being and believe in their own resilience. The path to healing is not linear, but it is worth every step.